Hello, folks. Hope you're having a good Monday so far. This is Guild Wars 2, or it's the character creation screen for Guild Wars 2. And I think what we're going to do today is create my first character. And I say my first with quotation marks because years ago, somewhere between 2012 and 2014, I played as a Char character for like a couple of hours. And I never got back to the game. I've been having an itch to play an MMO recently, and after doing some research online, Guild Wars 2 was the one that seemed to have the best reviews and the one that kind of spoke to me the most. Nothing against Final Fantasy. I've never been a Final Fantasy game player, so this seemed like a little bit more of a different experience. Plus, tomorrow on Twitch, Guild Wars 2 is celebrating its 10th year anniversary with drops, so I'm going to be streaming gameplay tomorrow, and they're also launching on Steam, so depending on where you hang your gaming hat, you can have an NCSoft account or you can play on Steam, whatever. Options are good, although I'll note that they've been very clear that once you create your account with Steam, or once you create your account with NCSoft, never the twain shall meet. You can't move them across. So depending on where you want to spend your gaming time, if you are new to the game, then choose wisely in terms of where you want to put in your time. So for today, I want to create a character. We're going to go over all the options. I think I know what I want to do, but I want to explore stuff a little bit just to kind of see what the character creation screens are like. Because again, I haven't played or looked at this game in 8+ years. I don't know if we're going to play much today, if at all. It depends on how long this takes. And I know that some of the changes that are happening tomorrow on the 23rd are leveling changes, some gameplay changes, that kind of thing. So I'm not going to spend any kind of great deal of time leveling or playing today. I think tomorrow would be the better time to do that. Plus, then people hanging out, if you do want to end up playing the game, then you'll be able to tune into Twitch and get drops tomorrow, because I'll have drops enabled for the stream tomorrow. Tomorrow that will be at 4 o'clock Atlantic, that's UTC -3, or noon Pacific. As far as I know, that's when the drops are enabled. I might start playing a little bit ahead of that, but I don't know when the update happens. The update may also happen at 12 Pacific. I don't know. Do you know the servers will be there for this Steam or the non-Steam accounts? Yes. So as far as I can tell, Sweet Sandy, you can play with all of your friends on Steam. If, like, say I've got an NCSoft account from years ago. So if you have an NCSoft account, you can absolutely play with your friends on Steam. You just have to be on the same server, I think. I don't know if Guild Wars still works like that. What you can't do is move account rewards, because it's a free-to-play game, so any kind of account upgrades or account-wide perks that you have, you cannot transfer to an NCSoft account from Steam and vice versa. But as far as playing with friends, I think it's straightforward. It's cross-platform, so to speak, in that way, as far as gameplay goes. But any kind of like real money and account perks and stuff like that are tied to the platform. But I don't know whether you can just hop around from server to server with the same character. In WoW, when I played years ago, you had to be on the same server to play with friends. And I don't know. We'll have to figure out. I'm not sure what server we're gonna join on. Cosmic has already created a character, so I don't know whether I'll end up on her server, whether we have access to play with one another, whether it matters. I'll like to play on the server that has the best lag or the best lag performance, but I don't know whether that's going to matter too much. Anyway, getting ahead of myself. I'm on the humans now, so let's just click on the humans. I'm leaning warrior just because of all the different weapons that they play, and I like to play kind of big tanky characters, but I'm open to other things, and you can create alts. I have a free account, so I can create 2 characters. So we'll see what's going on. Oh, Sweet Sandy, you've got an old account too. Very cool. We'll be talking a lot more details on Discord about like where to go to join and all that kind of stuff if we get everything sorted. Humans have lost their homeland, their security, and their former glory. Even their gods have withdrawn, and yet the human spirit remains unshaken. These brave defenders of Krita continue to fight with every ounce of their strength. Do I hit next in order to... Oh, I see. Okay. So you do male, female, and do male. So I guess we have to choose the profession before we get into customizing different stuff. Oh, okay. So they changed kind of like their basic stature from warrior, guardian. Well, that's the expansion. Zeezer, servers don't really matter when starting out. The only blocker is region. You can't play across regions. EU, US. Okay, cool. That's good to know. Thanks, Zeezer. And welcome in. How's the audio mix, by the way? Is the music too loud? Can you hear me over the game? For everyone there? For PvE, all servers get smushed together. Cool. I'm more of a PvE. Yeah, I'm more of a PvE guy. I don't want to do a lot of PvP. Mainly because I'm not good at this. Music level sounds alright. It's a little loud for me, but as long as it's not loud for you guys. So the warriors favor melee, high survivability, and a weapons master. Warriors build their adrenaline by successfully striking an enemy, then expand it to unleash devastating burst attacks. Warriors are versatile and resilient fighters. Guardians, I think, are closer to paladins. Guardians gain powerful personal enhancements from their virtues, which they can briefly expend to aid friends or damage foes. Very similar to a paladin. Formidable in their own, guardians shine brightest in the company of allies. Okay. Rangers tame a variety of pet companions to complement their fighting style, rounding out their arsenal with traps, nature spirits, and survival skills. They have the tools to take on any type of foe. I'm pretty sure I don't want to be a ranger. I played... One of my characters was a hunter in World of Warcraft. Thief. Thieves manage their initiative during combat, expending it to unleash carefully tamed attacks. What they lack in defense, they make up for with skills to debilitate, teleport, or vanish from sight. So right away, you can see the difference between the stature of a warrior and a thief. We're gonna go and check some of the other races too. Engineer. Oh, that's cool. I like that they're fully garbed. That's fun. You got mine wrong. I went Mesmer, not Entimentalist. Oh, okay. If I hadn't, I would have gone Ranger. I can see you with a pet Cosmic. That makes a lot of sense. For the Engineer, it's a melee or ranged class. Gadgets, turrets, and toolkits. Technomancer. Engineers are jacks of all trades, and with enough time, masters of many. Able to bring dozens of abilities and tool belt skills to the fight. Their art in choosing the right one to utilize at the perfect time. I don't know if there's a class like that I've played in another MMO. I'm trying to remember. I played mostly paladins, and I played a warlock for a little while in Warcraft. Necromancer. Very similar to warlock, I'd imagine. Favors ranged, summons minions, dark magic. Necromancers of Tyria are monsters on the battlefield, draining life force from their enemies and entering a death shroud that temporarily grants them powerful abilities and protects them from harm. Yeah. Creepy dudes. So this, I think, is unique to Guild Wars, the Elementalist. No, Mesmer. The Mesmer is the Elementalist is a mage, but the Mesmer, I think, is the unique one to Guild Wars. Favors ranged, elemental magic, versatile caster. Elementalists harness the power of the four elements: water, earth, fire, and air. So kind of like a cross between a shaman and a mage. They cast powerful spells. Their ability to change their elemental attunement in micro combat is versatile but difficult to master. Huh. They don't feel very heavy. I'm assuming heavy across the top, middle and the middle, and then light armor across the bottom. And then Mesmer. And Cosmic, you said you were a Mesmer, I think? Yeah, the rows are heavy, medium, and light armor. You can make your thief look like an engineer if you want. Okay, cool. That's good to know, Caesar. Yeah, I don't think a Mesmer is for me. They're cool looking, but... Masters of magical misdirection, Mesmers create and shatter clones and illusions of themselves in battle. Mesmers rely on evasion and subterfuge, requiring finesse and practice to perfect. See, I'm more about it if it moves, smash it with something. So that's why I'm thinking warrior, guardian. I know it's not necessarily getting myself out of the box that I used to play, but I know what I like, so I guess that's important. But that's what the humans look like. So let's just switch this up a bit. If anybody's curious, I can go through some of the female characters, but I'm not going to be playing a female character. Let's go with the next least likely for me, which is probably these guys, the Azura. Oh, I guess I should read the whole... These alchemical inventors are... Sorry, I can't read today. These alchemical inventors may be short in stature, but they're intellectual giants. Among the Azura, it's not the strong who survive, but the clever. Other races believe they should rule by virtue of their power and strength, but they're deluding themselves. In due time, all will serve the Azura. So they're modest, I guess? Wow. Azura are a bit heavy on complicated words. Well, I've also just spent the last 2 hours podcasting with my buddy Johnny on the Spawn Chunks, so I'm a little tongue-tied. I don't normally do a stream and a podcast in the same day. My tongue is like, what are you doing? So the male and female don't look terribly different. It's interesting that you choose your profession before you get into the details of the character creation. It's cool that these guys can be warriors. I can't say that they're all that threatening. Lots of options as far as the character model goes, though. I'm assuming we can get into the nuances of that in the last screen. Necromancer. I see a lot of these guys. I see a lot of Azura Necromancers when I see videos and stuff. Oh, he's got a cool thing on his arm. That's cool. I like how they changed the outfits. It's not just scaled down to their size. It's completely different. Like, it's got a hood to cover the ears, and that's really cool. All right. Sylvari. Nature elves, sort of? Sylvari are not born. They awaken beneath the pale tree with knowledge gleaned from their pre-life dream. These noble beings travel seeking adventure and pursuing quests. They struggle to balance curiosity with duty, eagerness with chivalry, and warfare with honor. Magic and mystery entwine to shape the future of this race that has so recently appeared. Oh, so they're new. That's cool. Apparently, the Azura are good with puns, too. Sylvari glow in the night? That's cool. They're a neat-looking race, just from the aesthetics. Maybe this might be my alt. Oh, wow. I don't know if I'd have a mohawk, but I like the whole, like, poison ivy meets elves. Wow, that's cool. Very spiky. I mean, I know all of this gets changed and customized as we play. I'm just kind of curious to see whether... I've seen this image before, too. The tree root head. Looks like Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy. Salad people. So I guess with Guild Wars being around for like 10 years, everybody's got their own slang. There are 3 sets of cultural armor, each armor class. That's why it's different. Oh, that's really cool. Thanks, Sin. That's fun. That almost looks like, oh gosh, what's the guy's name from Mass Effect? The green lizard guy. Don't remember his name. I take it that there's no real boon from being a specific race into a specific class. From what I read online, it's very open. You can basically be any race that you want combined with any profession that you want, and that it doesn't really matter. Some RP skills. Yeah, that's what I thought. RP skills, not really like super gameplay skills. I can see a lot of elementalists being, what are these? Silvari? Yeah. Or mesmers. Makes a lot of sense. None of them are strong skills, but the Norn can shapeshift. So the Norn is high on my list. So the character that I created years ago was a Char. And I think I was a Char warrior, but we're talking so long I don't really remember. And they are really cool looking. I didn't like how short they were. I thought they were going to be taller. From the size of them in the loading screen, I thought they were going to be a lot taller. That's why I think I want to go with the Norn. Human female is meta. Azura are popular because they feel faster and are easier to do jumping puzzles with. Okay, so I don't like jumping puzzles, so I'm probably not going to do a lot of those. Norn is probably the top for me, I think. That's why I saved it to last. Those guys are cool. Like, I mean, these guys look aggressive. That's something I like about them. If they were wolf people, I would really be hard-pressed. But they're more cat-like. I'm a dog person. And all their stuff is very spiky as well. I kind of want to go with more tanky, plate-looking stuff. I do find it funny that these guys can be thieves because, like, they're not exactly subtle. Well, that's cool. I like his horns. That's really cool. It's too bad more of the races don't have more headdress stuff like that. I guess you could just get yourself a cool helmet. Standing straight Char can be taller. Okay. That's good to know. I remember liking all the different facial patterns that you can get with them. Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's take a look at the big guy in the room. So that looks funny. It's like that's the bodybuilder mage I was telling you about from World of Warcraft. Let's go back up the chain. Elementalist. Oh, that's neat. I like the fur. And like the heavy weighted things hanging on the end of the skirt. That's awesome. Almost has like has a little bit of a Norse, but also kind of like an Asian vibe because of the colors. Like Ming Dynasty China stuff. You always thought that Char were more like hyenas? I can sort of see that. I can sort of see that. I like the asymmetry in some of these starter outfits. And the fact that you can like paint your chest, that's cool too. Oh wow. Looks like Zangief from Street Fighter. Wouldn't want to run into the Char in the dark of night? No, probably not. That's pretty similar to what the humans are wearing. I'm noticing a lot of similarities between the human... I feel like the human armor sets and the Norn are the same. They're just scaled up a bit. I don't remember what the human hunter looked like. Maybe he didn't look quite like that. They have a lot of wolf's heads and stuff. That's fun. Kind of reminds me of Mr. T. Nice. Yeah, I don't like the spikiness on the Guardians. I want the Guardians to be a little bit more plate armor, but that's probably where the warriors are going to come in. Yeah, well, that's a lot of spikiness too. I'm sure all this can happen and change later on, but first impressions matter, I guess. Norn are like Viking shamans. Oh, cool. I definitely get a Norse vibe, not just from the name, but obviously from the vibe. Well, I think I'm sold on Norn. Does anybody want to see any of the female characters? Anybody that's new to the game in chat? Again, I'm probably not going to play a female character, but... What race is biggest in Guild Wars 2? I actually don't know. Oh, you mean like biggest as in most popular, or biggest as in the tallest? The tallest is the Norn. Tallest human is about as tall as the shortest Norn, yeah. Yeah, the Norn are kind of heads and shoulders. I kind of feel like this image is a decent representation. I feel like maybe that's a little bit tall, but I feel like these guys tower above humans by like about a head, you know? They definitely feel like the tallest. Tallest, yeah. I think it's the Norn. The characters look so much better than World of Warcraft. There's a lot of the armor is kind of dated. It's a lot of like, hey, stab me where I'm not armored. That's disappointing. Really? Even on the Guardians? Tell me the engineer doesn't have like a... Okay, good, thank you. At least the engineer doesn't have a belly button shirt on. That's another reason why I don't want to play a female character, is I find that the armor in these games is a little bit on the sketchy side. Wow, that is a whole lot of nothing. Okay. It's a little bit better, but still. I mean, I guess you can kind of get like a Wonder Woman Diana sort of feel, but still. Yeah, it's too bad that they don't have... like, I guess later on you can probably get some proper armor, because this concept art, she's fully armored. You know, her neckline is right there. That makes more sense. Does anybody in chat want to see any of the other female from the races? If not, I'll probably going to go with a male Norn. Plenty of armor skins that do cover a good amount, but it's way too easy to show a whole lot of skin. Yeah, I figured that's the case, Nate. And that's fine. I can just make those choices. Because there's a lot of transmog in the game too, right? From what I've researched online, I feel like there was a lot of transmog and fashion stuff where, like, you know, you spend your points and your talents making sure that you look the part, you know? I like her. She's cool. They have like this vague kind of like South Asian elf vibe. I can see a thief as a Sylvari too. That's cool. Yeah, that's creepy. That's really creepy. That's cool. I like the plant dress. That's really interesting. Automod is causing you grief, Cosmic. Sorry about that. I never thought about changing that before this. Haven't been attached with a sword, but imagine that underwear would be suboptimal defensive clothing. Yeah, more than likely the case. More than likely the case. Yeah, same sort of... It's got the same sort of Norn low cleavage sort of stuff. Okay. I don't think we're going to be surprising anybody. Pie Eater, it's a MMO. There should be a link in chat momentarily. Plenty of transmog, says Nate Pot. The wiki, which has lots of useful info, would recommend going there from time to time. Yep, I've got the wiki open in a browser window, actually. Something you want to know more about in-game has a lot of armor sets you can see by looking up Norn male heavy armor, for instance. Okay, cool. Let's try that. Unfortunately, when I tab out of the window, the sound cuts out, and I don't know how to change that. I looked through the sound options, and it did not appear to give me anything. But on the character wiki, search Norn male heavy armor. Okay, so you don't have to go spiky. You can go heavy in some places. I like that. I'm sure there's lots of options. Mix and match, all that kind of stuff. Okay. Human, heavy. Very, very similar. A little bit more England, a little bit more British. Stuff like that. Okay. Good enough. Can you also preview most things in game at the bank? Okay, so similar to World of Warcraft. How resource intensive is Guild Wars 2? I don't have a potato for a pewter, but it's a couple years old. This game is 10 years old. There have been a couple of recent expansions, but I looked at the specs and it all seemed to be fine. The game automatically put all of my settings at high, and my stats are below the Twitch video in terms of what I'm running for a computer, so you should be fine, Rabelais. Sin Andy is saying the cool thing about Guild Wars 2 is that all those armors and skins are individual pieces of armor, and you can mix up stuff, create your own unique character. Awesome. I did that with Transmog in World of Warcraft, I think. Alright, well, let's go Norn. We'll go male. Are people satisfied with seeing the rest of the characters? You're good with stuff? I mean, there's YouTube videos out there too. You can probably find what you need. I'm not sure. I think I want to go warrior. I watched a video about warriors, and you have so many cool weapons. No, that lad has not missed many meals. He's a monster. I think that's what I want. I think I want to be basically as big as possible. I mean, he's not skinny, but I do feel like it's interesting that the elementalists and the mesmers are still so big. The necromancer's a bit smaller. Although these are probably just samples. You can probably control all of that in the next screen. Alright, let's do it. Warrior. Male, Norn, warrior. Decision made. Height. I want to be freaking enormous. So we're going to go all the way. Physique. Oh, interesting. Okay. So it's between the three on the left, I think, for me. Alright, I do need to turn down the music for me. Music. That's better. Pencil. Guild Wars 2 has over 400,000 style combos. Wow, that's awesome. And you can dye stuff too? Sweet. That's fantastic. I did know about the dyeing mounts. I didn't know about dyeing armor. The little armor button toggles armor. Cool. The last check mark is mute. I'm background. Oh. The last checkbox is mute. Oh, thank you. It just makes for a smoother transition when I'm changing scenes or going over to a different window. Appreciate it. All right, so that's a no. That's a no. That's a maybe. Are these guys the same? Yeah. There's no difference. Why do you give me two of the same? I don't see the difference there. Could be different under the armor? Oh, it's one guy's more toned, I guess? Okay. Not that that is going to matter. You're going to be covered anyway. Alright, well, it's between 2 and 4. I think I'm going to go with the house with legs. Toggle lighting. Zoom in. Okay, helpful. Tattoos. Oh gosh. Fun. Let's see what's up. So we gotta hide this. Yes, you can remove the armor, Sweet Sandy. It's the little helmet button here. The lower one is probably abs. I'm not always big on tattoos. That's kind of cool, though. Not that it really matters. I can't imagine I'm going to have my shirt off much in this game. Aggressive. Don't mind that. So no facial tattoos. Some of these are cool and some of them are just like, gosh, why would you ever... Yeah. I know you can change the color too. Does it add stuff to the back? Sometimes. So I think the only ones that I liked were kind of like the Norse looking ones. The ones that have like a... almost like a either this kind of thing or like the Celtic knot sort of look or the Norse patterns. I always struggle with this stuff because it's like they have some of the things that you like, but then not everything. I might just go no tattoos. Those are not bad. I imagine he has trouble finding socks that fit. Yeah, I'd imagine. I think it's more like a wrap. You know, you just pick up some cloth and wrap it around your lower leg. Hey, little buddy, welcome in. What do we think, chat? Do we think no tattoos, or do we think like subtle forearm tattoos that maybe we change the color to? Third person game, little buddy. I might have first person mode, but I think it's third person most of the time. I don't mind the maroon, like the maroon color. That's kind of unique. Again, very aggressive. All right. Well, it's between nothing and something like this, with like an arm piece. There was one that was like mostly forearms, I think. I like that. That's cool. Oh, the brown or the... Yeah, the brown is kind of subtle. The mud color. You can go first person, but it's hard on the eyes. Gotcha. You know, after all this, I think we're gonna go straight. I think just straight plain person. I'm okay with that. Face details, armor dies. So right away, don't like his beard. So we're changing that immediately. Seriously? Wow. That's a choice. That's a choice. Well, at least some of these are just hard nose, so that's good. That helps me narrow things down greatly. That's boring. I feel like a Norn guy is going to need some sort of beard. Yeah, the mustache rabelais was a piece of work. I kind of like that. I kind of like the great big bushy straight on beard. When I used to make dwarves in World of Warcraft, I used to like stuff like this with lots of like bands and things. Out of curiosity for the people that are in the chat that seem to have experience, can you change the way that your beard and character looks later on? The end game for most people in Fashion Wars 2 seems to be the glow maximum lumens plus combat skill effects are super flashy. You can go blind in seconds. Nice. Hello, Happy People says yes. I'm assuming that's yes, you can change. There are makeover kits for money, but you need to buy it. Okay, so it's something that costs. That's fair. I mean, still, you know, like it's worth knowing. You can buy gems with in-game gold, though, right? Or is it only real-world money? Alright, I think I'm sold on this beard. Hairstyle. I may want to stay bald. I know it kind of looks like Zangief from Street Fighter, but I like the vibe. Gold gems is the thing. Sweet. Thanks, Mighty Matey. Appreciate it. And welcome into all the new folks, by the way. I keep seeing awesome new usernames in chat. I'm assuming bringing you in from the Guild Wars fandom. So thanks very much for coming by. Hey, Mythical Star. How's it going? Nevin, hello. Niska, hello as well. The makeover kit was free yesterday in the shop. Okay. Good to know. Thanks for the follows, everyone. Appreciate it. Not bad if it wasn't for the headband. I mean, there's the Zangief vibe, right? That'll do the trick. Echoing Tear, Sin Andy, thanks again for the follows. Oh, that's neat. Not exactly a Norse vibe, but... Oh, okay. That's my second favorite, I think. It has kind of a She-Hulk vibe to it. No. Looks like Conan from the 80s, the 70s. Oh, okay. I might be down for that. It has a Witcher vibe. That's the other thing. I often go with a white hairstyle for something different. I imagine that's probably pretty popular on the server, but accessory color. Was that like the band or something? Yeah. Right, so you can change the hair thing. That looks like one of the characters from that Netflix superhero show. I can't remember the name of it. Echoing Tear, yeah. He's a house with legs. And he's going to be swinging a door on a stick. It's going to be epic. I'm not familiar with the wrestler Foyle, but... or Foley? Oh, Nick Foley? Yeah, Nick Foley. Mankind, I think. I think I like that one or Bald. Out of curiosity for folks that do play the game, does having long hair like this look janky when you get helmets and other armor? Like, does the hair kind of flow through things? Is it better to go with a character that has like less hair versus more hair? I'm an artist and character designer by trait, so this kind of stuff sometimes makes my eye twitch. Helmets overwrite them completely. Thank you, Mighty Matey. That's excellent news. All right, are we going with like the Zeus look or the Witcher? I mean, part of the Witcher is the fact that he's got white hair currently. No to the blonde. I kind of like the black. That's aggressive. Although his arm hair is still brown. When there are headpieces that show hair through, it can clip. I mean, it's not going to be any worse than World of Warcraft, I don't imagine. Sweet Sandy likes the braids. Everybody likes the braids. I can see... I think the braids look like it hangs more naturally on the back of his... Yeah. Okay. That's style decision done. Let's go with something easy we can see on the back. I like a neutral color so it doesn't clash with anything else. Now, as far as hair color goes, I don't want to be the Pink Witcher. I'm sorry, Cosmic. The silver blue is kind of cool. So there's like natural gray white, or then there's like cartoon gray white. And all the different variations. So everything in here looks dyed. With the exception of like the black and that one. Black, black, gray, gray, medium gray, silver, nickel. I think I like the warm gray, black. Yeah, I think it's between the warm gray and the black. Don't mind that either. Hot pink giant stash, obviously. Thanks for checking, Devil's Angel. There are more crawlers. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Thank you. That arrow should be a lot bigger. Well, none of these I think are going to be of any worry. Chocolate brown. I think we're gonna go... I like the idea of having the gray hair because it makes you look like you've been around for a while. So you know how to kill people really, really well. A seasoned warrior. Okay, that's done. So now we need... armor details, which means I should show the armor. Armor dies. Oh gosh, we're not even close. Is this all gonna matter in like 10 minutes after playing the game? I guess I should do facial details first, huh? Doesn't Seasoned Warrior need more of a salt and pepper look? There wasn't really much of a salt and pepper. Not that I saw. It's all one color. I guess we should choose our skin color too. Base and skin color. Do we know which one we're on right now? Is it this one? Yes. Okay, so mental note, we're on that one. Nope. Good lord, no. Do they give you a different one by default? Wingya 2007, thank you. Zeezer, thanks for the info. I want your initial cutscene to look cool. Okay, cool. I might do a little bit of tweaking, but I won't waste too much time on it. Because I'd like to get through this in one go, you know? Oh, okay, so there aren't that many. It's good to know. I kind of like the one they gave us. I think that one's my favorite. That's not bad. Yeah, I think I like that one. Skin color. Oh wow, you can really go ghosty. I should have looked to see what it started me out as. It's a great range. Wow. I feel like he'd be out in the sun a lot, so I don't want to make him too light. I feel like he'd probably look weathered by the elements a little bit. Okay, that's it. We've got all that done. Right, and then facial details. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's just the corner of the eyes. Okay. Iris size. So super beady. Oh neat, you can go Wide-eyed or squinty? I guess like you were saying, a lot of this matters more for cutscenes when you're seeing the character close up, right? Oh, that's cool. Exclusive options in the makeover kits. Thanks, Mighty Matey. Natural habitats, cold snowy mountains, yeah. Eyebrow placement. I'm okay with being a little on the angry side. A lot of these look really wonky when you start to mess with the slider. This is probably a sideways thing. Yeah. This looks better with a thicker brow. I think that's probably good. That's the eyes, green eyes. Pale green. I usually make my characters have green eyes, for people wondering. Mighty Matey, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate that. And thank you, Devil's Angel. Appreciate it. We're going to be doing most of the gameplay tomorrow, I think, with the drops. Does anybody know when the August 23rd update will be live for those of you that are experienced Guild Wars 2 players? Is it going to be live like tonight at midnight? Or is it like tomorrow at noon Pacific with the Steam launch? Like when does the in-game changes and streamlining of leveling and all that kind of stuff take effect? Arky83, thanks for the follow. Steel Daddy, thanks for the follow. Updates usually happen at about noon PST. Okay, good. That's good to know. I really appreciate that, Arky. I think I want to go with the mint green. Medium green looks like a Crayola marker. Pale green looks like I'm possessed, so we'll go with mint green. On to the nose, because we have this kind of time. We are warriors, Steel Daddy. And we are the biggest Norn I could put together. With a Witcher haircut, pale green eyes, and now we're trying to figure out nose stuff. I find that when I'm designing characters in real life, I tend to want to go with side profiles a lot, but this looks like it's a front thing. That's probably about fine, normal. Width at the bridge. This guy looks like he might have had his nose broken. I'm okay with a slightly wider schnoz. Oh yeah, I don't want this. I don't want him to have a turned up nose. Nose height at bridge. Feel like that's a pretty strong nose. Looks like I might have gotten in some bar fights. You're at an hour, no idea what you want to do for breaks. I think what I'm going to do, Cosmic, we're going to complete the character creation in one go. I don't think I'll be too much longer. and then we'll do the opening cutscene. I think I'm going to wait until tomorrow to actually play. It's amazing people haven't heard about it in 10 years. Yeah, I knew about it. I played it a little while back when it first came out, but I just did not have time for MMOs in my schedule. I do now, so that's why I'm returning to it. Big Bag Wolf, thanks for the lurk. There's a link, I think, in chat about the game if you want to follow whatever Cosmic throws at you. Optic Green, thank you. Lips probably won't matter too much just because we've got a beard. So I'm just going to leave that normal, because I also find that messing with this stuff sometimes screws with lip sync in games. I might give him a little bit more of a lower lip just because of the beard. Chin and jaw. Again, probably not going to matter much with this giant beard. Yeah, jaw width. Oh, that changes a bit. I kind of like a slightly wider beard. Head size. I think he looked good before. Put a lot of work into his head. I don't think it really serves us to make it smaller. Cool. I think that's all the facial stuff. Looks good to me. I wish I could do something with his cheekbones. I don't remember there being any cheekbone controls. I think that was more all-in-one facial changes. Armor dies. Well, we're going to be changing this like the moment we start playing, but why don't we go brown and green? That's that color. Let's go... Or we can go kind of all gray. I kind of like that. Core game you get is Talking Heads. The rest of the living world and expansion is almost completely done in game, so you won't see your mouth move anyway. Okay, cool. Thanks, Caesar. I remember there being some really cool talking scenes when I had my char. And it was cool that it was all voice acted, which I really liked. Do you pick your voice? Or is it just one? Alright. Let's go with the shirt. And one of these was the secondary color. There we go. Too bright. I know this is terribly boring, but I kind of think we're just going to end up going with some of the grays. Try to get a little bit of variation going on. Can't even see my feet, I'm so tall. Yeah, it looks like we're staying in these first 4 colors for most of it. The shoes are weird. I think that's pretty good. Not bad for a quickie. In terms of design. There's a lot better re-dyeing armor in game than here, for sure. I'm sure there's lots of them. You know, a little bit of RP sometimes goes a long way in these first scenes. Sorry, I think I'm good. It hit our hair. If I go back, does it reset? Or will it remember? Because I want to check to make sure I chose the right hair. Do we know that? It's clunky here? Yeah, I imagine. Does not reset. It remembers. Okay, cool. Excellent. I wear blank on the battlefield. Because of this, I am recognized and given proper respect. My Spangenhelm intimidates my enemies, inspires respect among my allies. I am nearly invulnerable when I wear it. My helm is open-faced so that my enemies may see my face and look me in the eyes. They will remember who defeated them. I guess in the afterlife? I do not wear a helm. But I get shoulder pads. I like shoulders. I'm a guilty giant shoulder pad WoW veteran. These will affect your early game lore very slightly. Thanks, Nevin. Really appreciate that. I like the shoulder pad look. True warrior doesn't need a helm. My enemies will cringe and falter when they see the fearless determination of my face. Plus, it shows off our amazing haircut. Right? There are some branches and occasionally people will reference it. Cool. Right. No helm. Do I get to dye my ugly shoulder pads? Because I'd like to do that. Plus, the shoulder pads are clipping through my shoulders. Is that normal? Does that happen a lot? Should I make my dude smaller? Trouble may follow me, but I use my something to overcome it. Fists. Ferocity. I'm furious. Threatening violence gets me further than anything else. I'm a natural, though I do try to use my powers of intimidation for good. This sounds like it affects your verbal cutscenes. Dignity. I'm dignified even when up to my ears in mud. It's what makes people respect me. A serious, thoughtful demeanor is route to success. And charm. Charming, no one can resist it when I'm at my best. I just know what to say to lighten the mood or bolster courage. If you go back, you can dye the shoulders. Cool. Thank you. Does it... Oh, there they are there. Thank you. I did not see that. Appreciate it. No helmet. We're not gonna go with charm. This is the one that affects your cutscenes, right? Each race has 3 starting stories. Your decision during this creation sets the path. Okay, cool. Thanks, Pencil. Do I want to... I don't think I want to go as basic as smash all the things. I think I did that last time, and my char was like really aggressive. This is 10 years ago. I don't really remember. Just flavor. All char are aggressive. Some NPCs will have dialogue where these icons pop up, but I don't know if it affects something if you pick the dialogue of the icon you have chosen here. Oh, okay. No Joel Smash? Well, that's going to be in my gameplay. I want my cutscenes to be a little bit more nuanced, I think. Very minor dialogue options. Okay. And welcome in, Kamimao? I think that's how you pronounce that. Let's go with dignity. I'll take the high road. My most important quality is that I have the necessary strength to defeat ancient foes. Defeat our ancient foes. I keep my body strong so that I can defeat our ancient enemies and protect the Great Lodge. It is my duty to protect the spirits of the wild, and it requires cunning to keep them safe from the ice dragon. This is, I think, when people are talking about these guys being kind of like Norse druids. Intuition. Guard the mists. My intuition gives me the insight I need to guard the mists where the souls of our ancestors endure in glory. We're gonna go with smash it in the face. At a recent celebratory moot held in Helbreck, I blacked out. Ale, rowdy brawling. It's far too easy to get loose in the thrill of the moment. After I woke up, I couldn't remember what I had done. I'm sure it was nothing too terrible. It's kind of funny. Got in a fight. Revenge. I've had a rival ever since I was young. He's intelligent, treacherous, and cunning. I lost our last fight, but next time we meet, I'll even the score. Lost an heirloom. I inherited Romke's horn, a magical ancestral heirloom passed down through generations. After too many drinks, however, I wagered it in contest of strength and lost. None of these make me sound very heroic or good. I guess I'll go with the heirloom. That sounds the most interesting. These are your story decisions until level 30 now. There's nothing that is better or worse, so you can go with whatever is coolest. Cool. Thanks, Mighty Matey. I figured that was the case. When I was still a kid, I had a vision. A spirit of the wild spoke to me and offered its guardianship. That spirit was... Oh, this will be easy. I want to say bear immediately. Bear or wolf? I mean, we've got the Witcher vibe going, so... Potentially. Bear is the most powerful among the spirits of the wild. She is a symbol of fortitude and self-resilience. Sorry, reliance. The text is very small. She roared over me when I was a babe, and ever since I've had bear's courage in my heart. Cats don't like cats. Wolf has the cunning of the pack behind him. He imparts the virtues of loyalty, ferocity, and strength in numbers. When he came to me, he whispered of my heroic future and told me I would never be alone. That I think I even like better than the bear. Clever and wise as the raven, guides us with truths and others' fear. He bestows a far-seeing clarity of mind. In my vision, he spoke of riddles and opened my eyes to secrets that few others can see. Wolf it is. Oh boy, I forgot about this part. I should have been prepared for this. The name may be 19 characters. Spaces count as characters. The name does not exceed the maximum character limit of 19. The name must use a minimum of 3 characters. The name is using only English letters. Though trouble may follow me, I overcome it with dignity. Wolf, my spirit guide, teaches that there's a time of violence and a time for peace. I work hard to maintain my physical strength and prowess, and yet in the past I have been foolish. I wagered Rumke's horn, an ancestral heirloom with magical properties, on a test of strength. I was overconfident, but I'm determined to get it back. I'm a warrior, and I wear no helm on the battlefield. Because of this, my enemies falter when they see my fearless determination in my eyes. That's cool. I like that they kind of put all that together in a biography. That's neat. Nothing more challenging than trying to come up with a puny name that hasn't already been taken. Or a punny name, sorry. I say a puny name for this guy. We're not calling him Tiny. I can tell you that. Returnerd. Yes, streaming at 4 o'clock Atlantic tomorrow. That's 12 noon Pacific. We're streaming tomorrow with the Twitch drops. You can look up a Norn name generator for some inspiration. Yeah. I'm actually going to step away for that first break that Cosmic was talking about. For those of you that are new to the chat, I think there are quite a few of you that are new to my channel. I step away from the computer for 5 minutes about once an hour. Just gives me a chance to refresh my water, gives you a break. Maybe grab a friend, bring them in. I mean, we're not doing anything terribly exciting right now, but I do need a short break, and I'm going to take that time to go find a couple of naming sites. I used to look up names like this on an English to Latin website for my World of Warcraft characters. I'll try to remember what they were. One of them was Visvoro, which I think was disembowel and consume, and another one was Sato Metis, which was my druid, and it was Sato was plant and Metis was fear, I think. So planting fear as a druid is kind of a cool name. So I think I'm going to try and find a couple of sites for that. If you have one that you know is a decent site, doesn't have to be Norse related, it could be any kind of cool fantasy name generator, then drop it in the chat and we'll take a look when I get back. So yeah, if you don't mind, I'll be back in about 5 or 6 minutes. Hey, Pixel Riffs, how's it going? Thanks very much for the sub. I think because I was in the wrong scene, that didn't play. We'll see if we can find that again. I'm not seeing it come up on my lists. Zeezer got a gift sub from Cosmic and then has gifted that sub 3 times over in the chat to Sammy, Dalamandam, and Shoujo Joy. Thanks so much, Zeezer. I really appreciate your help today, and that's really generous of you. Very, very cool. More sub hype. That's a level 2 hype train. My goodness. I step away for 5 minutes. Thank you ever so much. I can't see the donation thing to replay it. I wonder why that's not showing up. Optical Green, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Yeah, that's strange. Anyway, thanks again, Johnny, for the sub. I really appreciate it. Fancy meeting you here. Uh-oh. Now we're all in trouble. Cosmic Dancer. Holy nuggets. Does it even say? I think it says. Cosmic Dancer with 10 gift subs. Oh my gosh. Singular Hollow, the Masurk, S. Gotro, Shadow Star, Sean J. Dub, the Bearded Swine, that's a fun username. Jedzia, Pop F Key, Pirate Danny, and Tempest Daisy. A lot of you I recognize as people that have been around the last couple weeks. That's awesome. Congratulations on the sub. Make sure you thank Cosmic Dancer when you get a chance, if you have not already. I'm sure a lot of you probably have. And, again, because there's a lot of new people here today, if you connect your Discord and your Twitch, then you can join the Joel Duggan Discord now that you have a sub. That's good for the month. Just look for the Joel Duggan Discord in your Connections tab on Discord. And I recently changed the avatar on the Joel Duggan Discord. It's the same photo from my Twitch avatar, so you should be pretty easy to find. Elkhorn, the mighty Elkhorn is here with 100 bits. Welcome in, Elkhorn. Hope you're having a good day. Is it somebody's birthday, Caesar? Harding Cats, good to see you. I think I saw you ask about Guild Wars. It's an MMO. We've just finished creating our giant house of a warrior that kind of looks like he ate Geralt of Rivia and is ready to do bidding in the future. We should, however, take a look at some names and see what we can come up with. I don't know whether I just typed Norse in here. World names, Raven names. We have a wolf spirit kind of animal. Pet wolf names? Why not? Judge as a first name is actually kind of cool. I like that. I should probably write some of these down for options. I'm going to try not to have this take forever, but you know, it's RP. You want to be careful with it. I completely forgot about the whole name thing last night. I really should have looked some stuff up. But Judge as a first name is kind of cool. Like Judge, Jury, and Executioner as a warrior. That's kind of fun. He looks like someone you might describe as built like a brick outhouse here in the UK, only it would be slightly coarser. Yes. Yeah, we were describing him earlier as a house with legs. Baboon Twitch, I'm doing great, thank you. Welcome in. On that page you opened, if you scroll down, it has Guild Wars 2 races. Okay, so home, scroll down. Oh, Dungeons and Dragons, Elder Scrolls, Final Fantasy, Guild Wars. Is it this one? Or is it Guild Wars 2? I'm not seeing Guild Wars 2. I'd imagine Guild Wars 2 would be right next to Guild Wars, right? These look to be in alphabetical. Nope, never mind. WildStar! I miss WildStar so much. I had so much fun with WildStar. Okay, so it was the Guild Wars up here. Where did that go? Halo, Guild Wars. I think it's just under Guild Wars. Okay, so we can just click on Norn and it'll give us some options. Get male names, get female names. Oh, cool. So it just kind of throws you a bunch of ideas. Wild Basher, Lightbreaker, Bone Maul. Okay. Well, that's pretty easy. Kyle Vane gifting 4 tier 1 subs to the community. Thanks so much, Kyle. That brings us up to almost a level 4 hype train. That went out to Alfskrat, Sprocket, Lazugod, and Big Bad Wolf. Thank you ever so much, Kyle Vane. Baboon Twitch, did you just subscribe? I think you just subscribed as well. Thank you so much for using your Prime. If you missed the spiel earlier, you can connect your Discord and Twitch and join us in the Joel Duggan Discord. I've got a funny feeling we're going to be creating a Guild Wars 2 channel just to kind of keep all the Guild Wars 2 chatter out of the main channel in case people don't want it. That was a level 3 hype train. Thank you so much, folks. I'm only just creating a character today. I really appreciate it. Nor Maggieson, is that here? Thorhedderson? I don't know if I want to go with the whole, like... I mean, Lightning Cleaver is kind of fun, but I don't want it to kind of narrow my range of weapons, you know? Like, I kind of want the freedom to have something a little bit more out there. What was the thing that I mentioned earlier? It was like Latin to English dictionary. So like if we looked up hammer, no results. Slam, smash. Oh no, sorry, I want the other way around. I want English first. So I want English to Latin. This seems far too convoluted. I want something a lot simpler. Hardest thing in the game is naming your character. Yeah, I remember this from WoW. What about... Is it like a... I wonder if there's like a Norse or Viking name generator. Ingvar seems kind of straightforward. Male. Torbjorn? Judge Torbjorn? Torbjorn's not bad. That's pretty classic sounding, right? I don't mind that. Hammer is Martellus in Latin, I think. Thor's bear seems fitting your size. That's true, Rookie. Yeah. I think Torbjorn is the dwarf character from Overwatch. I think you're right. I think you're right. I think it is a dwarf name. This is a little bit easier to parse. First name means wild swinging. Sver. What did Torbjorn mean? I didn't even look at that part. Sigurd, that's a good one. Victoria's protector. Torbjorn is a combo of Thor and bear. What is... So in terms of like Old Norse, like what would be the term for wolf? Because we skipped over the bear spirit animal. We went with a wolf, right? He who dwells in the marshes. Fenrir is the son of Loki. A good Marvel tie-in. Ulfric is wolf. Does this allow me to search for a word? I liked Sigurd. A suggestion from Zeezer was you could also browse the wiki list of NPC names for inspiration. Yes, I saw that. And I think I have the wiki... Here's the wiki for Norse names. Most Norn follow the Northern European or Viking-style first name system, though some, like the famous explorer Captain Romke and his crew, have Dutch and Frisian names. Their surnames can vary in multitude of styles. Norn without any achievements or legends have surnames after their parents. Father, mother's first name or first name followed by son or daughter, or a variant thereof. Okay, so that seems like pretty norm stuff. Oh, Baboon, you're Dutch? That's cool. Fenrir is also wolf? Maybe. So we've got... I'm probably not pronouncing that right. Fenrir? Fenrir? We're gonna have to have options because I'm gonna type one of these in and it's not gonna be available, right? So far, I think we're hitting pretty common names. The male name Ulf is an Old Norse name, which meaning wolf or wolf. The oldest evidence in Sweden is a runic inscription from the 11th century. That's really cool, Sweet Sandy. I love having fans and members of the community that are all over the world, because it's like instead of Google, it's like the culture around the world is at your fingertips in your chat. It's fantastic. Fenrir, Skull, Hati, Garn or Garm are some of some names from Norse mythology. Cool. Skull is pretty good. Does that mean it's like a skull? Or is it just rhyming in my head? I think the category for surnames is hidden in there. Probably. Vikings. The Wolfborn are a group of Norn led and founded by Sigfast and Skarti, who kept the peace in Holbrook. The Wolfborn began a rowdy bunch of Sigfast and Skarti's friends, but grew in size and discipline as Holbrook did. Some can only join the group by knowing a member of the Wolfborn and being vouched for. That sounds cool. For most cases, they will look away from the disturbances, but more extreme cases, the destroying merchandise or wanting to kill, they will take action. Members. Skarti, Thora, Wolfborn, Weaponsmith. Okay. I mean, Wolfborn kind of feels like a phoned in last name. Fenrir is the word serpent. I would have thought it would have been. So it's a. I guess that makes sense if it was related to Loki's son, right? Thrain? That sounds like a Lord of the Rings dwarf name. I don't want to be Wolfborn in terms of the name. Hakón, High Sun. I also wanted to be something easy to say. If that makes sense. Could be different times. That's the other thing too. When you're looking up different names and their meanings, it depends on when you're looking as much as what you're looking up. Herding Cats, thanks so much for being here. Hope you have a great day. We'll see you later. For anybody just tuning in, we're trying to pick our name for our giant house of a Norn warrior. We're gonna disturb the furniture when we get in game, but we have to pick a name first. Fenrir is the son of Loki and the wolf that starts Ragnarok. Yeah. I like Hakón or Hakón. That's a good one. I'm just kind of like throwing these into a short note document on my phone, and then we can kind of pick something that sounds cool. Scarf. I think one of my mains in World of Warcraft was called a Sero. And it sounded kind of heroic, but he was a paladin, and it meant, like, smiting evil or something. I don't want to go Odin, that's obvious. Helbjorn. Rock Bear. I want to look up a word here, but it's more like random. Viking name generator. Sure. I think that was the wrong link. Hakón sounds like hay as in the start of harbor or harbor, so Hakón as in Comic-Con. Hakón, yeah. Viking office supply, right, Baboon? I was like, this doesn't sound right. Super Dave, Captain Obvious in the room. I appreciate the pun. Race. So that's where we were, right? That's the. Yeah. Okay. Thunderbleeder? That seems like a mouthful. We could do something obvious like Storm Sun, you know? Torbjorn was Thor and Bear, right? That was that reference. Joel Odinson. 2 hours in the name, no Baboon. We did an hour of character creation because... No, an hour and 15 of character creation, and then I took a short break because I'm a character creation nerd, and I went through all the options. Plus, we had people in the chat that hadn't played the game, and they wanted to see other races and We showed some of the different styles and stuff. I'm just hanging out today. Like it's just fun to kind of, it's fun to put this kind of thought into these things, because otherwise it just doesn't matter. Because it would be Joel Jolson if I didn't care, but I do care. Vitnir is Norse for wolf. Interesting. That's cool. It sounds kind of aggressive. I might not keep it strictly Norse. Like I might find, so for example, like Vitnir, it might be cool to change the last N or the last I to O. So like Vitnor instead of Vitnir, you know, just for fun. Or Vitnerson, you know, Judge Vitnerson. I like Hakon. No, it's Hakon, right? Sweet Sandy? H-A like H-A-H, right? If you change a character for fun, people will constantly think you misspelled it. That's a good point, Caesar. That's a good point. Fair. Good call. I like Hakon Vitnir. Does that sound like a good one? I'm gonna type it in just so we can see what's up. I'll not gonna hit enter. Like that seems warrior-esque, right? That only took us 20 minutes. You'll see names like Thick Thighs Saves Lives. They strayed from the lore-based names it's had. Oh, I'm sure. Joel is probably already taken. I would imagine it probably is. But that's why they give you first and last names, which I think is brilliant. Because I could change, you know, a bunch of things. Vitnir is Icelandic? That's fine. Is it 2 T's, Sandy? Or 1 T? I feel like the Wolfson optical green is a little obvious, so I'm trying to go a little bit more subtle. To make it more Nordic, you could go with Vitnerson. Hakon Vitnerson. I think I like just the shorter Hakon Vitnir. Hakon Vitnir. I think I might, I kind of want to change Hakon, but I don't want to do that mistake of like misspelling it and people think I've done it on purpose. I played very briefly 6 or 8 years ago, Bebin Twitch, but so far the character creation has been pretty good. Lots of options, but not too many options, you know? We took our time and talked about it. We read through all the different classes and professions and stuff. Hakon Vitnir almost sounded a little dangerous if you say it a couple times out loud. Judge Joel Iron Wound. Nice. Hakon is a modern version now. Hakon, so changing it might get odd. Right. I see what you mean, Sweet Sandy. Hakon Diaphragm, that's pretty good optical green. I wonder if we can find a way to add something onto Vitnir to make it more wolf-like. So, like, what are the things we could do? Fang, claw, not like the literal, but we could look up maybe like a Norse or an Icelandic word for fang or claw. What's something else really iconic to wolves? They have really piercing eyes. Yeah, Direfang is a great char name for sure. I agree. This gets my vote. What? The Hakón Vitnir? Coat Growl Pack. So, okay, let me just see if I can find the... let's go Norse word for fang. Nothing too great there. Claw. Cloak. Claw or talon? That's cool. That might be a cool first name. What about just like KLO? I mean, we're probably going to run into these things not being available. Also, I hate autocorrect on iPhones when you're trying to make up words. It's incredibly annoying. Keeps on changing. I tried to type in Klo. Klo is toilet in German? Oh, crap. Well, that puts that out. Judge Doug. We're not going to use anything with my real name. Yeah, we'll stay away from Klo. That's annoying. Even with the accent, it means toilet. Gemini Newell, I appreciate it, because I would have been upset if I got in. I was basically like Toilet Wolf. That would be awful. That'd be so bad. So what are the other things we're looking up? Claw, Fang, Swift. Wolves are swift. Still very close. Okay. I mispronounced that or misspelled that. Snugger. No, thank you. Norse. Where'd you go? Norwegian. Fort. Oh. Swift. Wolf of the Porcelain Goddess, Super Dave. Well done. That's awesome. So what do we know what Vitnir means? Do I remember that? Someone was Sandy, you said Hallie means tail? That's interesting. What do we have right now? Hakón Vitnir. Vitnir is wolf. Okay. And then Hakón is just an aggressive sounding name that I think I grabbed off of this site here. Vitnir Shawl. That sounds cool. Hallie Vitnir sounds... it sounds like a religion I don't want to be part of. I wish this had a back button. Does it have a back button? No. So what's Hakón then, Sweet Sandy? You're on top of this. I really appreciate the help. I'm really embarrassed I didn't think about this earlier. Chris, quick Discord DM. Thank you, Cosmic. Oh, I see. Thank you, Cosmic. I understand that. That's good. I did not even... Innocent Joel was not thinking of that. I appreciate the heads up. That's annoying because I like it. Hakón means highborn or high status. Okay. Maybe we move Hakón to the last name? Sweet Sandy, is it Vitnir or Whitner? Out of curiosity. Yes, these are, I think you and Cosmic are on the same page. Appreciate it. What's a V? Okay. Do we feel it's that close, Cosmic and Caesar? I know what you mean, though. I get it. What if we... I don't want to put, like, Vitnerson on it, because that would be dumb. Hakón Vitnir would be more correct. Okay. Hakón. Hakón? Hakón. I'm going to be back and forth for that while. I think because I used to play a mech warrior type game called Hakón, and that's why I'm getting it confused. Can we do more than one space? We can. So what if I put something in there like... I mean, I wouldn't do this, but like Von Vitnir or Von Hakón or something. Like we could maybe spice it up that way. I feel like the music has been going on a loop for this for like 40 minutes. Yeah, we're just trying to settle on the name. We're getting real close. I have a couple things that I like, but unfortunately one of them means toilet in German, so I'm going to avoid that. Frostbeard. See, some of these are just unimagined. Snowhand. Like, really? Thundershaper. The Doctor choosing his name in Voyager, yeah. Yeah, there's definitely the Vaughn thing was more of a... I realized it was very German when I started. Wild Wind. Wild Wind's not bad. Caller the Mountain? What's that from? Super Dave, thanks so much. I really appreciate you being here. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for the follow. We'll see you again. I'm streaming tomorrow. 4 o'clock Atlantic, 12 noon Pacific. Sandy says Hakón af Vitnir. Does that mean of? Would it be lowercase or uppercase AF? So highborn of the wolf. I mean, that makes sense to me. Color the mountain wasn't one of the previous words. Lowercase. You can't do lowercase initials, unfortunately. Oh, so if I type that in, it won't work? Oh, I see. You're right. As soon as you put in a space, it adds like an upper. I do like having something in between the N and the V. Would this be terrible? We're kind of spinning off of what we've been talking about. Could just try hacking and might get lucky. I think that's a little bit too much like hacking. Like, I'm sure someone has got that, right? I don't mind the Afvitner. I think that also helps with the previous problem, Caesar and Cosmic. I think that Afvitner. Afvitner seems like something an Old Norse would do. Hakón Afvitner is better with the spaces, says Sweet Sandy. So we're thinking with the space? Hakón, Harbor, Harker, Harkin. If I put an R in here, does that mess with people? Stream is at 2 hours. Yes, I know. I can't believe I've been doing this for 2 hours. It's just been fun to hang out with y'all. Mighty Matey says, any Swede here would Hakón av Vargna. Vargarna? Even I can't say it. Ask yourself, how would the name sound if someone shouts it during a raid? I think Harkin is better than Hakon. Do I completely screw up all the work that we've done, Sweet Sandy, by putting in an R in here? Is that a problem? Language-wise, I mean. You grab names like Tian and Gerd Doomsong. Hey, you know what? You like what you like. You know? You like what you like. Yeah, only the first name would be the one we have to worry about, I agree. I find that the R in here makes this a better A sound for me. Ooh, I like Harkonnen. I don't want to rip off the Harkonnen from Doom. And actually, I've heard it's pronounced Harkonnen, which I dislike. When I was growing up, it's one of those words that I pronounced Harkonnen, and I've never been able to change my mind. I like Harkon F. Fitner. Lord Harkon is a Nord vampire, the leader of the Varkanar clan in Elder Scrolls, and a primary antagonist. Okay. Is that bad that it's Skyrim? I didn't like Skyrim. I know. I know. I'm one of those. Save your hate. Vampire of the Wolf is pretty badass. Yeah, I think so. Alright. I like that twist. I'll have to remember. I'm going to write down what it means, though. So we've got Hakon. Sorry, Hakon. I keep on thinking like hack and slash. And that's of highborn. And then Vitnir is wolf. And so basically we have highborn vampire of the wolf, right? Sure. Pirate barbarian. I had names for most of my guys, and over the years, name changed them to not confuse people when I'm on alts. Oh yeah, I could see that being a thing too. Caesar Highborn AF. That's awesome. I didn't even catch that. I hope the fact that there's something after the AF means that people won't think the AF means what you think it means. I don't want to go down that road. Alright, we're going to go with Harkonnen Vitnir. I will get you on voice tomorrow, Discord, and teach you the Swedish way to say Hakon. Sure. Will the R just be silent? Am I going to be that guy on servers? Be like, well, the R is silent, so... Name's already taken, so let's go. Start over. This is already taken? Seriously? It fits all the stuff. Oh, no, but it would be funny. Don't do that, Caesar. Jeez. Heart attack. Remove the R. I just like the sound of Harken better. Hakon or Harken? Hakon. Alright, we'll give it a go. Harken sounds more like a pirate with the R. Make one of the eyes accented. Oh, am I missing? Am I missing... But if the name's taken, use the R. That's fair. Now we're reaching fantasy levels. Oh yeah, the extra apostrophes. Are you making a video, YouTube video of this? I might throw it up on my VODs, but I doubt it. Like, it's not going to be that interesting. I mean, my VOD channel is nothing special. It's just an archive for the Twitch VODs. I probably will, because it's had a bunch of new people in the community and fun discussions and exploration of the character creator. I'll probably leave it up there, but it's not really meant to be watched again. It's fine as it is spelling. As it is, it doesn't have the R, but I had the R, so I'm not sure what you mean, Sandy. Sorry. And then, what was the other thing we were going to do? Oh, in terms of the... There's no accents needed, right? Or can you even put accents? Because it says English letters only. Someone is not happy with the pronunciation? Well, I can barely pronounce it. So there's that. I gotta think about it, what it's gonna sound like if I was being announced in a WWE wrestling ring, right? You can use accents on vowels. You can, but you don't need to. So would there be any accents, Sandy? I promise we're wrapping this up, folks. I really want to move forward. You can put an accent on the O. Do I just hold the O? Nope. Is it Alt? How do you do this on a Mac keyboard or on a PC keyboard? Didn't seem to work with the Alt letters. Accent, then O. Copy paste, that's probably faster. I'd imagine you're right. And it's just a straight angled accent, right? Like that. Only English letters is a weird and incorrect way to describe allowing the letters. Yeah, I agree. Sweet Sandy says yes. So that's perfect. We are no longer touching the keyboard. My hands are away. I am only touching the mouse. Sweet Sandy has deemed that this is perfect. I really appreciate the help, Sweet Sandy. Stream delay. Nice. All right, so are we counting down? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sandy says it's okay. Type okay if you're a Sandy in the chat. You're laughing, so I'm guessing that's LOL is not okay, Sandy. We have to work on our communication skills. Okay, says Sandy. We're done. Anybody ready? Hold on to your nuggets. The name was not taken. We are victorious. And Sweet Sandy is going to teach me how to pronounce it.
I am Norn, hunter of the wild, born of the free and rugged Shiverpeak Mountains. In the far north, my people fought our greatest enemy, Jormag, a dragon of frost and snow. The dragon broke our pride, but it did not break our spirit. In our last hour, we heard the voices of 4 of the spirits of the wild: Bear, Raven, Snow Leopard, Wolf. They called us south, away from certain annihilation. We founded the Great Lodge of Holbreck and claimed new hunting grounds. Some say we should not fight Jormag. I say the greatest risk is to wager nothing at all. One day a hero will lead us home, and we will break the dragon's icy grip. I was born in the fire of combat. My spirit has been forged and tempered like steel. Like my ancestors before me, I seek glory. One day, I will take my place among the heroes of the Norn. My strength is a gift from the spirits of the wild. With it, I can hold back the tide. I can move mountains. I can overcome anything that stands in my way. I am still untested, but already, my deeds have earned me friendship and great respect. Each year, a great hunt is called in Holbreck. Only the best among us are invited to participate. I shall use my might to collect trophies that prove my worth, then drink and boast of my victories. I accept this challenge. I relish it. Come, danger. Come, adventure. In the lodges and halls of my people, my strength will make me immortal. This is my story.
I kind of feel like he should have sounded gruffer. But the art is very cool, I agree. Actually, I haven't talked to him in a long time, but Ahmed Alduri is an online buddy. We talked quite a great deal, and he used to work on the game. Spilly Dockers, nice. Big boulders, throwing rocks. Guilds no longer have world-based chapters or world boundaries. Influence, merits, upgrades, and bank terms have been merged. We've gone ahead and finished building all upgrades in your queue and have refunded duplicates. Cool. None of that really matters. So I didn't even choose a server. It just kind of like logged me straight into the game. So, does that matter? Will I be able to play with certain friends in PvE? Everybody's all smashed together, right? That's what we said earlier?
Great hunt. Each year when the season comes, fresh young hunters rise to the challenge.
Don't worry, you're not yet on a server. Okay, cool. I need to turn a few things down. Oh, cool. Oh, camera angle. It's gonna be, that'll take a bit to get used to. Don't worry, you're not yet on the server. So the starting area is not on a server. That's cool. Only for World v. World, and that will change soon too. There are just 2 regions, North America and EU. Right. Okay, cool. So Cosmic and I can play together once I get out of my starting zone, right? Everything else doesn't matter. I'm not going to play anything today. I think I'm going to wait until the update tomorrow before I do anything at all, just so I get that new, they've updated things experience rather than getting some stuff now and then having it change. I think you can't choose a server as free to play or something, but you can freely choose a world when you upgrade your account. Cool. Only shards. You can play together right now if you both made a Norn. Yes, I knew that. I knew that. I mean, like later, like in a little while leveling after I stream tomorrow, we might be able to get to one another's zones, I think. You're in the tutorial, which is instanced. Camera positions all on me fine. Yeah, I'll mess with all the controls in between streams. I'll take care of all that between now and tomorrow.
I did. We're so lucky to have her take that great hunt. She's amazing.
Cool, thanks, Arky. Okay, cool. I think what I'll do is I'm just going to wrap it up. I'll go through and customize my key controls. I've already made sure that my Twitch leaderboard doesn't really interfere with much. I think it's above the chat on the left-hand side, so that'll work out fine. I'm going to be back tomorrow. That is going to be August 23rd. I probably will start a little bit ahead. No, I guess I'll just wait. I'll wait until Twitch drops her live. And then we'll stream tomorrow at noon Pacific, which is 4 o'clock for me in the afternoon. So it'll be around the same time I started today. Today I started around 5. So it'll be around the same time today, tomorrow as I started today. But we'll go through and we'll do some leveling. We'll hang out. I take my time with this kind of stuff, so I'm not going to be rushing through the early content. I'm curious to explore it and see what's up. But I will take care of all the controls and stuff like that between. I started the game and was thrown right into character creation because I had a previously created character. So I'm just going to go ahead and assume that I'm on the North American servers. I'll look at that. I'll look at that before. I mean, if it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter, right? Like as long as I'm in the right realm, right? If I may ask, when did you create your account? Years ago, between 2012 and 2014. Guild Wars 2 recently had an update that changed some default options for the better, and there is a video that explains everything well. Thank you very much, Mighty Matey. I will check that out. It's like an hour long. Maybe shoot me a message on Twitter, @JoelDuggan, if you want to link me the video. I'll watch it. Oh, the video should be on the launcher? Okay, cool. Or the server should be on the launcher? Again, it just logged me right in once I downloaded and logged in with my account. Tomorrow on Steam, you will change account and lose this character? No. I'm not going to play on Steam. I'm not on Steam. I'm on an NCSoft account. Region should be on the launcher. Okay. Mighty Matey, you can just PM me on Twitter, or on Twitch, rather. Just do a DM on Twitch is fine, Matey. Thank you.
You must visit more often.
If I go to F12,
Oh, traveler.
character select. Is that the server? Current world. Dragon brand? Dragon brand is the server. Okay, cool. I'm assuming I'm in North America then, because I'm in Canada. I'm in Nova Scotia, so that should be fine. Sweet, thanks, Zeezer. And Zeezer, thank you so much for the help today. I really appreciate that. Great to have you around. Thank you much for the gift subs. Cosmic, thank you for the gift subs and for being a fantastic mod. Sandy, thank you so much for the incredible name help and pronouncing. Thanks. I really appreciate it. And yes, Mighty Matey, I just noticed that you have a gift sub as well, so you can join the Discord. We'll see you there. I'll be setting up a Guild Wars 2 channel overnight. I'm going to be probably looking at some controls, but I'm not going to be playing any game tonight. I'm going to wait until tomorrow. So again, August 23rd, tomorrow is the 10th anniversary of the game. I'm going to do Twitch drops here on the channel. So if you are a Guild Wars 2 player and you want to collect those drops, why not hang out with me and collect the drops and make fun of me as I don't know how to play an MMO because I haven't played one in almost 10 years. Slightly out of my time zone, but choosing names is fun. Well, thanks very much, Caesar. I appreciate it. We'll see all the new folks in the Discord. Please join. It's a really fun group of nerdy people. Small, but fun. I share it with my personal Patreon, as well as my podcast, the Citadel Cafe, which I'm recording tomorrow at noon, or 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock, yeah. So myself and Ryan Murphy are going to be talking Halo Infinite on that tomorrow. As well as some other things. And then, of course, there's a brand new episode of the Spawn Chunks coming probably also tomorrow. We recorded that today. I have yet to do the publishing, but I've got to go eat dinner. It's 7:30 my time, so I got to go. And then we'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks again for all the new folks. I'll see if I can pass you on to somebody else playing Guild Wars 2. But I don't follow very many people that play it, so you might not end up in that particular world. But wherever you land, be kind. Enjoy the rest of your evening. You can follow me on social media at Duggan on Twitter to see what I'm up to tomorrow. But be back here, same bat time, same bat channel. We'll see you later. Thanks, folks. See you tomorrow.